Hello, my name is Phil Zimbardo, and today we're going to be talking about hallucinogens. Prepare yourself for the best several minutes of your life. Hallucinogens are drugs which cause people to experience a seemingly real perception of reality when something is not actually present. They cause distortions to a person's perception of reality. Some examples of hallucinogens are LSD, phencyclamine or PCP, peyote, psilocybin, ayahuasca, and magic mushrooms. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the hallucinogen LSD. Discovered in 1938, LSD was created in a lab in Basel, Switzerland by Robert Hofmann while looking for a blood stimulant. It is one of the most potent mood-changing chemicals, and its main ingredient, lysergic acid, can be found in rye and other grains. Historically, hallucinogens have been used religiously in order to reach an altered sense of reality and produce visions of supernatural intensity. They have also been investigated in a therapeutic use and value to treat disorders such as schizophrenia, obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, bipolar disorder, and dementia. In its recreational use, LSD is taken orally in the form of microdot tablets or thin quarter-inch squares of gelatin called window panes. In its purest form, its color is close to clear or white, but can range to tan or blackish brown. LSD and other hallucinogens became very fashionable in the United States and Europe in the 1960s, when many people were pursuing greater personal freedom and questioning old values and ideas. So people wanted to experience the hallucinogens that LSD can give. All LSD manufactured in this country is intended for illegal use, since LSD has no accepted medical use in the United States. The United States ranks first among 36 nations in the proportion of high school students ever using LSD or other hallucinogens in their lifetime. According to the 2013 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 229,000 Americans ages 12 and older reported current use of LSD in the past month. More than 1.1 million people had used the drug in the past year. Now we'll take a look at some real-life LSD users and hear their stories.
I experienced all kinds of colors everywhere, and I felt like I was out of my own body. I wanted to experience these things all the time. I was in a world with no stress and a whole that I was a pig chasing a cat. The cat was running on two legs, screaming at me and calling me names. I chased the cat for hours, and later thought that it was in the walls at the party scratching to get out. It wasn't until a week later when I found out that I had been chasing a plastic bag on all fours.
This sort of sense of euphoria is common with LSD use. Other mental effects of the drug include an altered sense of time and reality, extreme alterations in size and depth perception, and an artificial sense of creativity. Some of the less appealing side effects that your drug dealer won't tell you about this are the fear of losing control, extreme panic attacks, severe depression or psychosis, and of course the notorious bad trip.
The bad trips really outnumbered the good. I would be lying down and think that I was being engulfed in flames while snakes wrapped themselves around my body, restricting my blood flow and breaking my bones. I once thought that I was at home in my bed, but that my bed was sucking me in and suffocating me so that I couldn't get out, and I was clawing and scratching to try to escape, but it kept pulling me deeper.
A bad trip can last anywhere between 6 and 12 hours, and the user starts feeling effects anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours after ingestion. As we have seen, during these trips, the users feel a sense of altered reality, but there are other side effects that have yet to be mentioned. Users sometimes experience severe, terrifying thoughts and feelings of despair, fear of losing control, or fear of insanity and death. Colors, smells, sounds, and other sensations appear highly intensified. All physical effects one could experience are mydriasis, which are dilated pupils, tachycardia, abnormally rapid heart rate, higher or low body temperature, sweating or chills, goosebumps, loss of appetite, sleepiness, dry mouth, tremors, abnormally rapid breathing.
These are bad trips that I still relive as flashbacks sometimes, even though I haven't used LSD in years. It's caused me to experience a lot of depression, and I don't really have much of a sense of reality anymore. My doctors diagnosed me with having hallucinogen-induced persisting perceptual disorder known as HPPD. The flashbacks persist and cause me to not be able to live a normal life. Reliving these trips makes it difficult to be able to distinguish what is reality.
The mechanism by which LSD altered perception is still unclear. Evidence from laboratory studies suggests that LSD is an agonist of serotonin and acts on certain groups of serotonin receptors, 5-HT2 receptors. It was discovered that its effects are now prominent in two brain regions, the cerebral cortex and the locus coeruleus.
I continually began to use LSD more and more often. LSD isn't considered an addictive drug since it doesn't produce compulsive drug-seeking behavior, but it does produce tolerance. So once I started to take the drug repeatedly, I had to take progressively higher doses to achieve the state of intoxication that I've previously achieved. So I would just continue to take LSD in bigger and bigger doses, and needed more to get a high.
Thanks for watching, and please join us next time on the Phil Zimbardo Show, where we will